has come, demon.
So as you've seen from the intro there, today we're going to be making cinematic movies or movie trailers. And to get started with, we first want to create some images. So there's a few different sites that we can use to generate AI images. We can use Google AI Studio, which is free. Just search AI Studio and you should find this. In here, we can choose Nano Banana Pro or Nano Banana. And basically then we just type in our prompt and that will give us an image. We can also use Seedream here, which is what I'm going to be using. If you just Google search Seedream, you'll find a few different places where you can use this model from. I'm going to be using it through Higgsfield, and as you can see, I've already generated the enemy character here and our hero character. So here, basically, you just type in the prompt you want and hit generate. There's a few different image models that you can choose from here, but I'm going to be sticking with Seedream. Now, if you want to follow this tutorial exactly instead of creating your own character, the prompt I used for this enemy is a monster with lava-cracked skin and red flaming wings. And then the prompt I used to generate our hero is a hero with a dark theme and a Sith standing in a dark forest. Okay, so in our first shot, we're going to have our monster here standing in a destroyed village that's like on fire and stuff because he's a fire monster. So we firstly want to save the image that we've generated, and then we want to drag this into our prompt here. So this is going to add it as a reference image, and then we can just type something out here like the monster is standing in a destroyed village that is on fire or something like that. Okay, so I went with the monster stands in a destroyed and burning village. You can also add some other prompts here like cinematic and stuff like that. And this will just give it the correct feel for the scene. But I'm just going to click generate here and get a few different outputs of this that we might want to use in our video. Okay, so now we have a few different options to choose from. There's one in the center here that has people running around below it, so I think I'm going to use this one. So I'm just going to download here. And once this is done, I'm going to drag that into our prompt as well to use this as reference. And I'm also going to drag in our hero character here. And now that we have both of those images loaded in, I'm going to say the hero character stands at the top of the village, and we get like an over-the-shoulder shot of the monster in the village. Okay, so the prompt I'm using is the hero from image 2, which is how we reference a specific image here. Stands overlooking the destroyed village and monster from image 1, which is this one right here. So I'm going to generate a few frames of this. Okay, so it's given us a few shots here, but I'm going to change this a bit because I forgot to add the over-the-shoulder angle that I wanted. Also, I'm going to ask it to remove the people here because they're going to be running away in scene 1. So in scene 2, we want an empty area here with just the monster and the hero. So here I can add over-the-shoulder shot. And in the actual prompt, I can say, but remove the people. And we'll give this a few generations. Okay, so it's given us a few different options to choose from here again. I like the center one where he's up on a ledge looking down at the monster. The other options are fine as well, but he's just a bit too close to the monster for the type of scene I'm going to use here. On this one, it's kind of fine as well, but I think the monster looks a bit too big in this one, so I'm sticking with the center one here, and I'll just save that. And for the next shot, we're going to have one where him and the monster are basically on either side of the shot, about to run towards each other, and that will be the final shot of this video. So to get that, I'm actually not going to use this image here of the monster anymore because of the people, again, we're going to have to remove them. But in the first 3 shots it gave us, one of them is just the monster standing there alone with no people here. So I'm going to save this image and use it as one of the references here. Okay, so now to change the prompt here, we're going to get rid of over-the-shoulder shot. And on the prompt, we're going to change it to say, basically it's a scene where the hero is on one side and the enemy is on the other side, and they're both basically about to run at each other. Okay, so the prompt I'm using is the hero from image 1 is on the far left. I made sure to add the word far there to try and get some spacing between them. And the monster from image 2 is on the far right. They are about to run at each other. So let's give this a few generations and see what we get. Okay, so in the results it gave us, it does look good, but I do want the monster to be like twice as big as the hero, so I'm just going to add that into the prompt here. And we'll just give this a few renders here. So we have three options to choose from again here. In the first scene, it's kind of exactly what we want, where they're close to each other. We wanted them a bit further apart, but this will work. So I'm going to hit download there. And then in the second scene, it kind of mixed up the backgrounds, which if you can see from the stick here, it did try to kind of line them up correctly, but it's just not what we're looking for. And in the third scene, it's good as well, but there's no background here. It's really just a smoky area, which if we try to generate a video from this, it might add stuff into the background here as it zooms out, which might not be the village. So yeah, I'm going to stick with the first image it gave us here, where everything is clearly exactly what we want. And now we should have the three images that we want. So in scene 1, it's going to be the monster stomping around the village. Then in scene 2, it's going to be the hero overlooking the monster from above on this ledge. In scene 3, it's going to be the two of them about to clash with each other. And we're going to have a zoom out effect here because the video generators don't really do action that well. So we want them to be zoomed out when the two of them start clashing, so you can't really see the mistakes that the AI makes. And yeah, now that we have these three images, we can begin step 2, which is to actually generate the videos from these images. Okay, so for the video generation, there's a few different options we have again here. Firstly, we have Hailuo, which you can get from the official website, or just Google search it and you'll find multiple places that offer this. We can also use WAN 2.6, which is the newest WAN model. And then we also have Kling 2.6, which is the newest Kling model. And with most of these, they're going to allow you to add in a start frame, which is going to be the first frame of the video, which is where we're going to use those images that we generated here. So for example, we can give this as the start frame and say the monster is stomping around the village. And yeah, I'm going to be using the video generator inside of Higgsfield again. So I'm going to be using high-low inside of Higgsfield here. And yeah, you can use them from any of the other providers as well, or just Google them and you should find somewhere that offers those models as well. Okay, so to begin with, we're going to drag in the first image of just the monster stomping around in the village. And for the prompt, we're going to say the monster stomps around in the village. And then we're going to add in a cinematic and slow zoom into the monster. Okay, so we have the monster stomps in the village while the villagers run away. It's important to add while the villagers run away, or it might just give you still frames of those villagers because they're kind of like silhouettes here. So yeah, the monster stomps in the village while the villagers run away. And then we added cinematic and slow zoom in to give us the camera effects that we want there. So I'm just going to generate a few clips of this. And I'll be back in a second once these clips generate. Now that it's done generating, we have our two clips back here. And in the first clip, we can see the monster is kind of animated and all of the villagers are running away from him. Some are kind of running towards him, like down here, but it's not really that big of a deal. So I think we're going to download this clip. And in the second clip here, the villagers are running away, but the monster isn't really moving that much. So I don't think this clip is going to be usable in our final video. And yeah, we're just going to download this first clip here and then we'll start creating the second one. So in the second clip, we're going to use the image here of the guy overlooking the monster from the ledge up here. And we're going to change the prompt here a bit. Okay, so for the prompt, I have the hero overlooks the monster while getting ready for battle. And I added in a vertigo zoom here because I'm trying to get an effect where it makes the monster look a bit more imposing. And then we just added in our cinematic tag here again. So we're just going to generate two clips of this again, and I'll be back once these are done generating. So in the first clip that it gives us here, we have our hero character kind of pointing his sit at the demon. So I think this is fitting because our hero kind of resembles a reaper. So this kind of action suits him better. In the second clip that we have here, it just kind of zooms out. It does look kind of good, but I think the first clip suits our hero character a bit more. Also, I am going to add audio to this, so that's going to be step 3, which we're getting a bit ahead of ourselves because we still need to generate the final scene. But yeah, we're going to add audio of him speaking in this scene. And now that we have that, we can start generating our third scene, which is going to be our two characters about to clash and the camera zooms out. So I'm just going to prepare a prompt for that as well. Okay, so I have a prompt here. The two characters start to clash while the camera quickly zooms out, and we're going to leave the cinematic tag again. And we'll just generate 2 clips of this as well. And hopefully one of them gives us exactly what we're looking for. So I'll be back once this is done rendering. So now that it's generated these 2 clips, in the first one here, the characters do clash, which is what we were looking for. But it doesn't have that zoom out effect, which is not such a big deal. We can still work with this clip. In the second one here, it does do the zoom out, but the characters don't really do anything. They just kind of stand there. So the second one is unusable, and we're going to grab this first clip right here. And now that we have the 3 clips that we need to create our video, we can go ahead and start creating the audio, which is step 3. And yeah, there's a few different ways we could have done this. We could have used a model such as Kling 2.6 or WAN 2.6 as well, which would have given us the audio as well. But when you're creating audio with the video generator, it won't really keep the audio the same between the 3 clips, so you're going to lose consistency there. And it's just a bit better when we do this ourselves. So for this, I'm going to be using Minimax Audio. This is a audio generative AI. And in here, we can basically create our text-to-speech and also the background music that we're going to be using. So in the text-to-speech section, we have an option here to select the voice that we want to use. So I'm just going to click on this and we can pick one of these voices. We can also sample them by clicking this play button here, but I'm not going to do that because my microphone is close to my speakers, so it's going to create an echo here. Okay, so to begin with, we're going to create audio for the second scene here where our hero points at the demon. It's going to be the only one of our clips where we have actual speaking in it. So here I just have some text that I'm going to have this speak, and we selected our voice here, and we can also change stuff like the emotion of the character and the speed, pitch, and volume as well, and we just hit generate here.
Now your time has come, demon.
Okay, so once that's done generating, we should have an audio clip that we're happy with. We can just hit download there. And after that, we can begin adding in our music. Now for this, we do have 2 options here. One is to just type in an idea and it will write the entire song for us. Or we can go down here to lyrics and add in the lyrics by ourselves. So at first, I think I'm just going to try giving it the idea of creating a cinematic music kind of for the background of a video. And I'll come up with a prompt to get what we want here. And if that doesn't work, then we'll go ahead and write the lyrics ourselves. So now we have the background music as well, which I'll play you a short clip of. And with that, we can hit download on this as well. The music does have some lyrics in it, which I don't really want, but we're just going to clip out the beginning where it's just the cinematic music being played. And now that we have everything we need, our 3 video clips and our generated audio of the hero speaking, and we also have the background music here, we're going to open up our video editor, which for me, I'm going to be using DaVinci Resolve Studio. You can really use whatever video editor you want right here. But yeah, now all we need to do is combine these clips with the audio that we've generated and get our final result. Okay, so now we're in DaVinci Resolve Studio and I'm just going to drag our clips in here. And now we can just start adding them in one by one. So we're going to start with the clip of the demon standing in the village with all of the villagers running around. And I'm going to head into the edit tab here and add in the rest of our clips. So next we have the clip of the hero overlooking the demon from the ledge up there. And finally, we have the scene where the hero and the demon clash. So with this, we're also going to add in some small transitions here. But before that, let's get the audio and stuff sorted out as well. So we're going to add in the audio down here. And once you have your audio cut to the same length as your video clips, you can add in the audio clip of the character speaking and line that up exactly with where the character points to the enemy or whatever you have in your scene. And then all you need to really do is add in the transitions between the clips here. If you're in DaVinci Resolve, you just head here into the effects and the video transitions toolbox, and you can add any one of these to the ending of the clip like this. Or you can select one of the clips. If that doesn't work, right click on the effect and add to selected points, and then just remove it from the beginning here because we only want it at the ending of the clip. So I'll just play this for you. Let me mute the audio here. And yeah, that kind of looks good, but I don't really like that transition. Let's add in a blur dissolve here. And yeah, that is a bit too long because our clips are short. So I want to edit this a bit, make it a bit shorter. And yeah, that's basically how you do this. So add in all the transitions that you want. And maybe you could add in a voice effect onto the voice layer right here. So we can go down to audio effects here and then look for something like reverb and add that onto the track down here. So I'm just going to select reverb here, drag this onto the track, and we can edit this however we want or use one of the presets here. But yeah, I'm just going to play the final clip now, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Now your time has come, demon. Don't forget to subscribe.